What's up, everybody? Your boy, the RC Cola. This is Sistas Season 3, Episode 5. Bring it a boy, being a boy, or something like that. So, the show was good. Well, maybe it was okay. Annie and Gary, cause Annie still, she didn't want to marry him now. She said she don't want to marry him like this. Talked to the girls. The girls went out there. Danny, was Danny and of course Shatima and Sabrina is being there for Andy. Either they don't like this, but we know Karen left because she don't want Andy to go down for this. She love her to go through this. She hate to do this. I can't say they're gonna tell on Karen. I don't know yet. Uh, yeah. So of course they went to go confront Gary, and of course Gary know that those girls don't like her. Shatima, I'm glad she's part of the group. I'm happy that she don't like this. She say her piece and Danny say her piece, and so Sabrina, cause they know that Gary can't be trusted. Man, this scene right here is a mess. And of course he went back there, talked to Annie. Annie said she can't do this, and Gary even know that Annie don't want to marry him right now. Not like this, she said. She wanna take it slow, just be with each other. I still don't trust Gary, no matter how much he changed. I don't think I trust him, and I guess we're gonna find out, see how long it plays out. Yeah, scratch on that. Of course, when Annie changed, she said she want to keep the dress. They Gary said he was gonna take the lady out of the ear and put it on him. Well, before that, they talked to Aaron about how y'all two know each other, and he said he was his pastor or his counselor or whatever he. No, that's not. You know what I mean. But anyway, they was asking him a question. Of course, he tell the truth, and we already know that Aaron want to be with Karen, but I already know that Karen want to be with Zach. She don't want to be with Aaron. I feel like he was a distraction from the beginning. That's how Andy treat Paris for a distraction. We won't be seeing him no more because he was on there for 2 seasons right now. The second or the first season. So, of course, we see Preston laying down taking a nap. Remember, Zach left. They went to go see Karen and get, closure to confront her and tell her that you and I, it's over. I want to be with Satima. I'm going to chase her. I'm going to make sure that she is the right girl for me. And, of course, Karen didn't look like she wanted to take it loud because let's not forget she had no choice. She's going to have to move on. Because at the end of the day, Zach cheating on you anyway. You should be happy that he moved on like you did. You try to move on with Aaron, but like I said, I think you're using it for a distraction. And he said his piece and walked off. Went to go, went to Satima. What else happened? We see Maurice in this guy. I can't remember his name. He also don't want Maurice to call the police, but now all of a sudden he changed his mind and saying that he don't care if he go to jail. Maurice just want to know why. What you doing? Why you stealing for us? Why you stealing stuff that they worked so hard for? I wish he admit that this is what he like to do. Maurice gave him advice that you don't have to steal, and told him not to steal for anything because somebody else gonna fuck him up. And Maurice will give him a heads up. If you steal for the wrong people, especially men or women, you're gonna be dead or you're gonna end up in the hospital or even worse. Your ass will end up in jail. So he should be lucky that he let him go. He made him walk out the door. He asked him, what can I do for you? He said, you can't do nothing for me. But tell me the truth. And like I said, he told the truth. And that was that. No comment in this episode. I think that's fine. Because everybody happy. They'll be happy that he's not on that show. He got nothing to add for to the show. Excuse me. So on to Gary and Andy. Gary Gary when acting he was a little bit, he wanted to make love. Andy was looking fine, fucking hot in those lingerie, and she was sassy. And Gary just turned that down. Look, I'm not a fan of Gary, but he turned that down because he still can't stop thinking about what happened between her and Paris. He was just a distraction, and I don't get why he's still jealous. He said he's working on it. But let's see how long that play out. Because he said he don't want to be like this to Andy. And next week it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a little drama between her and Gary, which I don't care. Cause Andy gonna say I haven't been with anybody. So once again, Gary is still not gonna change. He need more than a counseling, guys. He needs some mental help. Seriously. Because he's gonna be getting worse and worse. And Karen don't want to sit there and let her go through this. So as Andy called back to her, she know where she is. She could reach her. But then we find that Karen had her phone off. And Sabrina thought, no. Can't. Let me scratch that. Yeah, Danny and Preston. I love them together too. Conversation was going good. He said she also told him about what happened between Andy and Gary when, surprising Andy without getting her heads up. And of course, he told Danny that I'll marry you and I'll let you know. Because he's not going to be like those other men. And I like Preston. He's such a good guy. He played those country music. Danny didn't like it. I'm not surprised. That's just Danny for you. So what else happened? Because she called Sabrina and talked about Preston, and she turned the water on so Preston won't be listening. Of course, they have a conversation. Of course, Sabrina was at the house saying that she's going to see Karen, and she made sure she was okay. And then, of course, they hung up the phone. That was that, and, that was it for them. And what else happened? We're gonna go to Aaron. Aaron and Karen came over. Well, first Sabrina went over there first before Aaron showed up. And Sabrina wanted to make sure she was okay, but you could tell Karen is not okay. You could tell she's really furious. She's not okay. You could tell she's upset because she got heartbroken. Even you the one that broke up with him when he cheated on you with this woman on the airport. When we saw this woman and lie about her pregnancy, and you, like I said before, you should be happy that he moved on to someone else. But now, next week, like I said, Satima gonna act like she don't want to be with him. Oh man, this is gonna be an insane episode. Interesting too. And then Sabrina even asked, cause we thought it was gonna be about Zach and Satima, but I know it is. She even said, cause she asked Karen, "Are you jealous of Gary and Andy?" Because Karen said she want her to be happy, but not with him, and she's right. She don't want her to be with Gary because he's not. He's a controlling, like Danny said. Everybody been saying it. He's not a good guy. He's pretending to be. But Jasmine is just as bad too. They're both crazy. And I don't think we're going to see too much of her. Let's just make that perfectly clear. So what else happened? After Karen threw Sabrina out, because Sabrina still wanted to talk, but Karen didn't want to talk because you could tell she's not in a good mood. And then when Aaron showed up, she changed her tone. And he wanted to make sure she was okay because I know Aaron, cares about Karen. You could tell he want to be with Karen. I feel like Karen don't want to be with him. She want to be with Zach. And it seemed like I said, she didn't take this well. Well, I'm happy that he would be with Satima, but Satima is playing games too. And I feel like Karen is using Aaron for a distraction, but Aaron not. But he talking about he want to make love to her. And that's how they end the scene. And then we see Satima and Zach getting it in, having sex. talking about she don't want no love making, she want to have sex. And of course that's what happened. He did a doggy style on her. He ate her out first, then he did a doggy style. I was impressed. I was amazed. But yeah, guys, that's all that I say about Sister. It was a decent episode. Was straight. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share this video and click the bell.